Welcome to the CardoneZone. What day is it? Friday. This thing looks broken now. Every Friday, 12 p.m., I bring you the CardoneZone. It's a show about career and finance. Today we're talking about money. My phone number is 305-865-8668. Get that thing out of the way. No, just move it out of the way. Yeah. 305-865. Keep going, man. Keep going. Get it all the way out of the way. 305-865-8668. I come to you every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about money, finance, career. I want to take your call. Today I'm talking about $1 million. $1 million. And why, folks, why? I don't know if you remember this book. You guys, any of you read the book, The Millionaire Next Door? Thomas Stanley and a guy named Danko wrote a book about 20 years ago called The Millionaire Next Door. And when I read that book, I immediately realized, like all good books, I learned something from all good and bad books. I realized I don't want to be the millionaire next door. And that's what I'm telling you today. Never get your financial advice from a millionaire. Never get your advice from a financial planner that doesn't have at least 20 millionaires at his one house. See, when I read the book by Thomas Stanley and Danko, The Millionaire Next Door, he says basically, I'm going to summarize the book for you. It's basically what? Don't drink lattes. If you say $5 a day for the next 35 years, John would have $80,000 saved. Okay? Make your coffee at home. Never go to Starbucks or Peabody's or Boo Boo's or Seattle's. Don't go there and spend that $5. Basically, the book, Ask a Millionaire, The Millionaire Next Door, was a book about buy a used car. Okay, here's some takeaways from that book. Income does not create wealth. Wrong. Income does create wealth. Okay, I'll prove it to you. Number 2, work with a budget. Dumbness. Okay, dumbness. Okay, budgets don't make people rich, folks. Okay, now maybe the book's outdated, but I grew up on a budget. Okay, how many of you in here right now have a budget? You had a budget? Did it ever make you rich?
Nope, didn't.
Okay, budgets don't make you rich, okay? Number 1 rule was income is not wealth. You will not get wealthy without income. Number 2, work with a budget. Budgets don't work. Okay. Number 3, know where your dough go. Where your dough go. Of course you want to know where your dough goes. But more importantly, you want to know where your dough's coming from. Okay, number 4, know where you want your dough to go. I wouldn't worry about that right now. Okay, what I would worry about is increasing income. I had 3 coaching visits this morning. People came in to visit me. 28-year-old guy, Peter, just left. What's his name, Peter?
Peter, yeah.
Yeah, it's Peter. Peter left me, 28 years old. Peter says, what do I do with my $100,000? Don't worry about your $100,000, son. He's like, what do you mean? You got a job that could make you $1 million a year. The only thing you need to worry about, I'd spend that 100 to make the million. Okay? Well, what about investing the 100? Dude, listen to me. Invest the 100 in your business so you can make $1 million. Okay? But don't make $1 million in 12 months. Make $1 million this month. I actually wrote a plan for a 28-year-old to go from making $285,000 a year. But I've already doubled the dude already. I said, look, go from making $285,000 a year to $1 million a month. And I put a plan together for him because I did the math. Number 5, time is money. Absolutely, time is money. And what you spend your time on is what you get. Except for you guys golfing. Y'all don't get any better. The more time you spend at it, the worse you get. Okay? So here's the deal. If you know somebody that needs to be told that Grant Cardone said, never ask a millionaire for financial advice, tell him if the shoe fits, jam it up your ass. That's all I can tell you, dude, because I can tell you this. At 33 years old, I had $1 million. The moment I had $1 million, I looked in the bank, I says, I have $1 million. I became terrified because I immediately did the math, okay? If you do the math on $1 million, you're going to understand what I know, okay? $1 million is no money, okay? $1 million divided by 30 years is, can somebody tell me, please?
Yes,
by the way, look how bad this looks, guys.
Doesn't look that good.
The orange is terrible.
It's $33,000 a year.
It's $33,000 a year. So for all of you out there like, oh man, $1 million, man, $1 million. If I had $1 million, man, if you had $1 million, you'd be broke. Okay? You would have $33,000 a year. That's $2,500 a month. $2,500 a month divided by 30 days is $80 a day. You cannot live on planet Earth in any country, any city, any state at $80 a day without being terrified every night you go to sleep. Oh shit, what if something happens? What if I got to mow the lawn? $80 a day. You can't mow the lawn. You can't go to the store. You can't pay an electric bill. You can't pay the gas bill. You can't take care of your kids. You better not have a kid. That means you better have condoms strapped on sex every time. Never spill any of that semen. Okay? You know why? You can't afford to, man. You ain't got any money. What if your mama gets sick? What if daddy gets sick? What if you have a tragedy? What if somebody steals oh, you can't buy a car, can you? That's right. So you don't need to worry about somebody stealing your rims. Never ask a millionaire for advice, ever. All right, so look, the purpose here is to answer your questions that are going on with what you're getting. Okay, there's a lot of content here. I probably have too much information. Okay, you got a question, sir.
What's senior to you, intuition or stats when hiring and retaining and firing?
A lot of employees think, oh, that's not my job. It's just that employee mindset.
Do you think that that's kind of like a psychological power move in a way?
But do I go back over and over until I master that?
What would you recommend for smaller companies that don't necessarily have the ability to like train?
How do we make them pass the test?
How can me as a salesperson, apply some of this stuff that we've been learning about executive roles and start to create that culture even though I'm not in that position?
What's their profile look like for your best salespeople?
Our entire company is remote. Salespeople, it becomes a problem as we start to scale.
He's struggling with the finesse to speak about what we do. He's struggling on the phone. He's struggling implementing what you do. What's your suggestion?
305-865-8668, 305-866-865-8668, 305-865-8668. In fact, you can see the number right up here. There you go. Okay. Hey, my name's Grant Cardone. We're talking about career and finance today. What's going on, man? We bombed Syria last night. Syria? Aleppo? Syria? 59 tomahawks, 15 foot. You're talking about telephone poles, okay? 2 feet wide, $1 million each. 1 million or 1 billion? Yeah, $1 million each. $60 million dropped into the desert last night to say, hey, stop that shit. Okay, now stop the madness. STM, stop the madness. Now, here's the other madness I want you to stop because I can't stop what they're doing over there. I can tell you to stop this. Stop thinking like a middle-class loser. Okay, folks, the middle class is a losing situation. I know people hate this message. It is not popular. I'm going to keep telling you until you finally come around to what I know. I was brought up in the middle class, okay? My mom had enough money to pay for food, electricity, heat, a roof over our head, and a car to go to school. We had clothes. We had new clothes every year. Our little new clothes. They were new for the first week, but we didn't have lots of new clothes, right? We didn't have affluence and prosperity. We had fear. You know what fear is? Don't spill anything on your shirt. Eat all your food. Turn those lights out. Don't flush. Literally, we had the don't flush rule at my house. Wait till your brother comes in. Let him do some. Then flush. 1 flush per 2 weekies. Okay? Okay? Look, it's the middle class. The middle class is based on scarcity. $1 million today is the new middle class. All you have to do is do the math. Did somebody bring my phone to me? I need a phone with a calculator on it. Okay, with a code open. Okay, so look, $1 million. If you're 25 years old, you're 45 years old. Let's take 45. Okay, we're 45 years old. You have $1 million put away. Just do the math. I always tell people, do the math, okay? $1 million divided by, let's say, 45 years old. Let's say you can't make any money for the next 30 years. Let's just assume, because you said $1 million is a bunch of money. Not if you don't have more money coming in. So if I stop the drip coming in, if I stop the income, because the millionaire next door said income is not the way to get rich. That's not true. Income is the way to stay rich. You can't get rich without income, and you can't stay rich without income. All companies need income, including Uber. Sooner or later, Uber will have to make money. Sooner or later, Twitter will have to make money. Okay, sooner or later, Snapchat will have to have income. You can't bleed out forever before everybody's like, this is bullshit. I want my money back, okay? $1 million divided by, 30 years is $33,000 a year. $33,000 a year divided by, because you live by the month and by the week and by the day, divided by 31 days is $1,064 a day. Is that right? No, it doesn't. No. 33. Oh, yeah, divided by, let me see. Well, $1 million divided by 30 years. I mean, if you don't, look, if you have $1 million and you only have 1 year to live, you're set. You cannot spend. Okay, so look, here's the deal. The problem with money is time, right? So if you have $1 million and you only have 1 day left to live, you're rich. But you got a problem. Because tomorrow you're going to be broke again. Because tomorrow you're dead. So the problem with money is time, right? So if you have, you understand what I'm saying? Money is basically a measurement of time. Okay? Time is a measurement of distance. Okay? How far can I go in 50 yards? How far can my money go over time? So $1 million, what's the number?
It was $33,000 a year divided by 12 was like
yeah.
$2,700 a month, which is like $92 a day.
So $2,700, $92 a day, $2,700 in Florida. Your rent's going to be $1,200. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. Do not ask a millionaire for advice. I asked my uncle. My uncle was a millionaire. Okay, he was one of those. He was the millionaire next door. Didn't have a fancy car. Didn't have a big watch like me. Okay. Told me not to buy big watches and not to buy big cars. Dude, I got a big ass car out there. It costs $460,000. It eats like I think I get 4 or 5 miles to the gallon, man. I literally drive it to work 2 miles and I need a new tank of gas, okay? All right. Insurance is stupid. Everything about the car is dumb. Engine lights on already at 2,000 miles, okay? Everything about this car is stupid, right? That car's not going to make me broke, okay? If I got enough money coming in, okay? I mean big money, man. So if you're taking notes today, look, you're watching the CardoneZone. Every Friday I do this show to talk about career, finance, and money. And right now I'm telling you this. Think big. Do not get your advice from little thinkers. Why would you be a millionaire when you could be 100 million? Do the math, man. What's the real number? Who wants one of anything? My kids don't even want one of anything. You know, my kids, they go to the store. I need 30 of them, right? Because they know what? One can break. One's never enough. The number 1 is a weak number. It's the zeros that are powerful. Get you a bunch of zeros and then add any number to them. 1 by itself without a 0 is nothing. It's a 1, right? So look, you got to change the way you think. Thinking's too small. Number 2, the millionaire. When you become a millionaire, the problem is you go into conservative mode. People that become millionaires go into conservation mode immediately. What they do is try to save the million. It's like the guy at the blackjack table. He wins $1,000. Now what's he thinking? Dude, I just want to keep my 1,000. So I'm going to play with, this is why the casinos never get busted. Casinos don't get busted because nobody ever goes all in, right? You don't go all in. You get safe at some number. Oh, I got my job, 60 grand. I don't want to leave this job. You can't get the next thing without leaving this, right? The millionaire gets $1 million. I want to conserve this pot. I want to protect it, okay? When you're protecting, you're defending. And when you're defending, you're not attacking. Okay, you cannot attack if all you're worried about is defense. And that's the problem with the millionaire next door. Don't buy a new truck, buy a used truck. Don't go to Starbucks, make your own coffee. Clip coupons, get deals, buy on the cheap. What are you doing the whole time? You're playing defense. The way to make money is to produce activity. The way to make money is to be on attack 80% of the time, probably 90% of the time. My name's Grant Cardone. You're in the CardoneZone. where I just tell you the truth. Never ask a millionaire for advice. When you tell somebody about 10X, they're going to be like, what did it do for you?
It's helped 10X my life, my family, my wife. I've doubled my commissions.
Tripled my income, started a new network marketing company, blowing that thing up like crazy.
I was able to 10X myself from the 9-to-5 transition to a full-time entrepreneur.
I'm so excited to be here. This is my third one.
Is a movement. Okay. Which one of these guys knows something about money? Come on, man. Oh yeah, that guy made $1 million, man. If I had $1 million, man, I only got $10,000 in the bank. Dude, you got $10,000 in the bank. You don't have any money. Quit calling that money. That's not money. You need to understand you're broke. Okay? Anywhere between here and here, you're broke. You're broke at $1 million. All you got to do is do the math. Just do the math. Time will break you. This dude right here, hey, he ain't breaking. Okay? That's so many zeros going on right there, you cannot break that. This is when it becomes undestructible wealth. This is what they didn't teach you in school. Now, look, I didn't go to Harvard. I didn't go to Yale. I didn't go to MIT. Okay? I didn't go to, what's another one of those big schools? Princeton's. Okay? I didn't go to them. But I'll hire somebody that did. Okay. If I could get my advice from a billionaire, okay, by the way, I wouldn't ask this guy for advice when I could get it from Mark Cuban. You ask Mark Cuban, hey, Mark, what's the difference between being worth $100 million and $1 billion? And he's going to be like, dude, the whole everything, like I'm on a different planet. It's nothing personal, folks. It's just true, man. Okay. Zeros change everything. And here at these levels right here, you're in the middle class, okay? I know people don't like this. Ask a millionaire, nothing. Don't ask him anything, okay? You know why? Because they stop and they celebrate. This is what I was taught. When I read the book, The Millionaire Next Door, it was a celebration book. If you can get $1 million, you can have a used truck. You can have your coffee at home. And one day, you too can go on the Royal Caribbean for a vacation. Really? And stand in line with 6,000 other people where your drinks are free, okay? You too one day can go down to Maya Playa. And you can go to the Hard Rock and get free drinks. You too one day can stay at a Marriott. Look, you're thinking too small. This is what's the problem with this right here was zeros, okay? It was like, hey, man, a millionaire is some status. You remember this? Get in the middle class. Everything's going to be fine. It's a status. It's a freaking scam. All labels are scams, okay? Okay? You don't get halfway up the mountain. What's the big mountain? Himalaya mountains?
Himalaya, Everest.
Everest. You don't get halfway up Everest and say, dude, what's the view like? You don't ask that guy. You ask the guy that went all the way to the top, okay? And the truth is you're not going to know until you get there. So why stop halfway when the best view is at the top? I'm not saying this is the top, okay? I got billionaire friends. They're like, dude, that's stupid money. That's silly money. That's just dumb money. That's baby money. That's diaper money. How, you poopy on yourself or what, okay? Who cleans up after you, son? Okay, I watched a guy, he lost $400 million in one day and thought nothing of it. I watched his account go down $426 million in one day. And he's like, yeah, no big deal. I'm still having a good day. I'm like, God damn, dog. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to start changing the way you think, okay? Number 3, your math doesn't work at these numbers. No math work. Cancer doesn't work, right? Mom gets sick doesn't work. Divorces don't work. By the way, the Millionaire Next Door said, stay with the wife you have. One of the best things I ever did in my life was I got a divorce after 1 year. Okay, I was married when I was 35 years old. At 36, I had a divorce. The divorce took 72 hours. Best thing I ever did. My whole life freaking opened up. She was the wrong person for me. It's not that I didn't love her. She's awesome. She's wonderful. We're still friends today. We were wrong for each other. I was wrong for her and she was wrong for me. For me to stay in that marriage would have cost me hundreds of millions of dollars. She didn't want to go to the Netherlands. She's like, oh my God, aren't we happy? Dude, I ain't happy. Shit, I did math. You do math. You can't do math? Can't you count on your fingers? Shit. Okay? I was 35 years old. I got freaking 60 years to live. Most people don't have money till they're dead. They're like, look at me. They're broke right at the end. They realize they're rich. Look, I got rich. Dude, you got 4 days left to live. Right? Prostate doesn't work. Doesn't get hard. Okay? And now you die. Okay? Sorry I said that. Can you bleep that out? Okay?
We'll bleep it out.
All right? It isn't just enough, money. Most people just have enough money to worry about it. Okay? This is not enough money. That $1 million mark is enough money to worry every single day. Number 6, this guy can't give any money away. How can he give any money away? How can he give any money to charity? He can't. Why? Because if he gives any money away, any significant amount of money, I'm not talking about 10 grand. I'm talking about, hey, finish the church, right? Finish the building, okay? Really help the cancer thing out. Really do something big. Look at the Gates, man. They're like, we're going to give $87 billion away. And they still got $1 billion left over, right? They're giving a bulk of their wealth away, and they're still loaded beyond belief. And the 7th one here is, who wants to have $1 million and live their life on a budget? Okay? Remember, $33,000 a year. There's not a city in America you can live on at $33,000 a year. I know. I was in Park City. I was up in Park City, Utah. Dude, there's guys out there like, that's good for me, dude. I do ski instructing 3 months of the year, dude. I give me like 40 grand, man, and I spend the rest of the year off. Bro, this is going to be an ugly life you got. You're going to be your skin's going to be all burnt. You're going to be all toasty, wrinkled up at like 45. And then you're going to be trying to figure out, what if you have a season with no snow like last year? Right? Like, you guys think everything's just going to be pretty forever? Okay, let's take a caller. Dr. Brennan, what's up?
Hello?
Come on, man. What's going on? I'm sorry I had you on hold so long. Okay?
No, that's fine. That's fine, Mr. Cardone.
Glenn Lundy, thank you so much, buddy. Talk to me, brother. Hey, what do you think? Hey, what do you think about this concept I'm sharing with you today? Don't ask a millionaire for advice.
Don't ask a millionaire for advice. I mean, there's a certain path. I mean, because a lot of the resources, like, no, I'm following you and I see what you do. I would always have an understanding of the concept that the millionaire has, and it's a way of life. It's just like bodybuilding, just like any kind of success you want to approach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read your book, The Next Rule, and I read Be Obsessed, Be Average, and we opened a first dental office less than 2 years ago, and it was working only once every 10 days, and now we work 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And when I read the Be Obsessed, actually, we launched another office. Now we're buying the third one, and thank you very much for your advices and your books.
See. Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. See, this is the same concept too. Like, people that are working 5 days a week, okay, and taking 2 days off. Where did that even come from, man? Oh, it came from the Bible. No, it didn't come from the Bible, man. That's some bullshit. Okay? There's nothing in the Bible that says you earned a day off. What the Bible says is that dude worked 6 days, created everything, and then took a day off. It didn't say you should. It's the Lord's day, Grant. Okay? No, it says he freaking created everything in abundance. Lots of zeros. Butterflies, mountains, planets, oceans, fishies, right? Everything. Created everything. That's what the pitch was. He created everything, and then he took a day off. Okay? Why they were building one firm rather than thinking, hey, man, why don't I get 10 firms? Why don't I get 100? Go ahead and finish your story there. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
And no, that's actually correct, because in dentistry field, like when I actually said I'm going to work 7 days a week for 2 years and I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
And people, dentists, they said, you're crazy, because sometimes it's not really correct to do that in Massachusetts because the state doesn't want you to. I was like, excuse me, we're healthcare providers, and we can create healthcare to people who do not have access. Even if you go to Boston Medical Center, they're actually going to give you antibiotics. I mean, we take abscess, we do a lot of surgeries and a lot of things on Sundays, and we're not only about the money, it's about rewarding. You're taking pain out of people, and people now appreciate. Now we got the highest rated dentist in Boston area, more than 300 5-star reviews, which doesn't exist in Massachusetts at all.
Yeah, yeah.
And
look,
people, yeah.
Exactly. The hospitals are open on Sundays. The police are open on Sundays. The firemen are open on Sundays. Like you guys care, man. You care. I'm a dad. I'm open on Sundays. Like I got a bunch of jobs. I'm a husband on Sundays. So people, you see, people take. Thank you so much for calling in. People take things so literally. Like they're like, dude, you can't work on Sundays. What do you mean I can't work on Sundays? Dude, I had to cook a meal for my kids. That's work, right? I had to clean up my yard, right? I had to stop some idiot last weekend from being an idiot in a store with his kids. That's work. I'm being part of the community. So look, you got to decide, where are you getting your advice from? Most of us got advice from mom and dad. Most of us think $1 million is a lot of money because your daddy never made more than 50 grand. My dad thought $1 million was a lot of money. Once he got $1 million, if he'd ever lived long enough to get $1 million, he would have realized what I realized. Dude, that's no money. So look, change the way you think. They don't teach you this in school. Okay? Why would you do math and algebra and trigonometry and nobody would ever say, what is the value of $1 million today? Right? What is the cost of me spending $5 on a latte at Starbucks and doing it every day for the next, how many years? 30 years. What's the cost? Anybody ever done the math? No, you just read the book. It said 30 years, 365 days of the year times $5, $54,750. If you drink a latte every day for the next 30 years, you will spend $54,750. And I guarantee you that will not be the problem. Okay, if you're in poverty 30 years from now, it won't be because of a latte. It'll be one reason. You didn't bring in enough money, boy. You didn't bring enough dough in, dude. You guys should be making so much money that you can buy yourself a latte and buy a stranger behind you a latte too. The problem is you do not produce enough money. The Millionaire Next Door and Ask a Millionaire and anybody talking about a millionaire, dude, you're just wrong, man. I'm sorry. Okay? And by the way, it doesn't mean you're wrong for you. You're wrong for me. You're wrong for me and my family and my goals and my desires. I want to help people out. I want to help out big. I want to spend $1 million a month in advertising. That's one of my goals. I don't want to make $1 million a year. I want to spend $1 million a month. Okay? I'd like to have $1 million payroll a month. I'd like to give $1 million away to charity a month. Becoming a millionaire is selfish. Look at the target. I want to be a millionaire. Okay? A billionaire, becoming a billionaire is not selfish. That dude knows he's going to have more money than he can possibly consume. You have to confront. When you start stacking that many zeros, that guy is unselfish, not selfish. Okay? Because he knows what? His money will last longer than his clock. Okay, next caller. Quit being so selfish, man. Just ask a millionaire, man. You're selfish, man. You're envious too, by the way, okay? You guys, you're envious, man. You're always hating on people that are rich. Oh, God, why does he need so much? Why does he drive that freaking Rolls Royce out there? Okay? Go ahead. What's going on? Oh, man, he hung up on me, man. Okay. Jimbo Carroll, thank you for watching. Steve Casey Walker, thank you. Mindy, thank you. Ferrari Watts, thank you. LaDon, thank you for watching the show today. Go ahead.
New York.
New York is in the house.
What's going on? Oh, man, he hung up on me, man. Hey, what's up, Grant? How are you, man?
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, man, the 1970 Ford Maverick, man, the freaking floor was rusted. Love that video, man.
Dude, are you the dude that was making fun of me on Snapchat yesterday?
I wasn't making fun of you. I was trying to show you that I love your videos. I was like, reenacting.
No, that was awesome, dude. So go ahead and do me, man. How do you do me? Do Grant Cardone.
Man, first of all, it's ping, ping, ping. Got to get your money right, man. I go around my house every morning. I freaking do that stuff. And then me and my buddies were out at dinner last weekend drinking some wine. And we're just like, man, 1970 Ford Maverick, the freaking floor was rusted. And we were just like laughing, and we're getting our money right. We're 21 years old, and we love your stuff. I'm in real estate. I'm flipping properties.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Get all
So,
my
so
money
hey,
saved up and
what do you
then
think about this advice I'm giving people today about, like, don't think like a millionaire?
I think after you talked about it, it makes complete sense because you're right. It's freaking selfish. $1 million nowadays. Because I read that book, Grant. I read The Millionaire Next Door when I was like 19, like 2 years ago. And I thought it was cool for like, a week. And then I realized it was about like being frugal and all this crap, and then it didn't make any sense. And then I started listening to your stuff and, I'm all about thinking big. So I think you got to think way bigger, if you want to have the true wealth and freedom, not just $1 million, man, because that goes away quick.
Dude, it goes away so fast. It's like, I remember when 2000, 2007, 2008, 2009, the economy. Dude, you guys that are successful, nobody plans on bad stuff happening. It's just hard to confront, right? Those people in Syria last night, they weren't thinking about those 59 Tomahawks. Like, okay? So nobody thinks about sarin gas. Nobody thinks about car wrecks. Nobody thinks about bad things happening to good people. Because it's hard to confront. We don't think about economic collapses, inflation, gravity. I hope it doesn't happen to me. We're so immature. Human beings are really so like unprepared for anything. We're so shocked. Thank you for calling. We're so shocked all the time. Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Can you believe that? Can I believe what, dude? Can you believe that the banks, the Wells Fargo was actually starting accounts in people's names that didn't exist? Can you believe that? What was the old guy that started that fund and ripped everybody off? Can you believe Bernie screwed us over? Yeah, I can. Actually, I can confront evil. Okay, I confront shortages. I don't live on Instagram. I don't believe every time I see some guy saying he's a millionaire that means anything. I don't see anybody, just because you got a picture of a Lamborghini doesn't mean anything to me except that you got a picture of a Lamborghini, okay? How many years do you see right now? How many? How many years do you see? 1. See, some people see 2 years because they assume you just plug in, you just dub in that I got another ear over here. Now, how many years you see now? Huh? Okay. This plane right here, okay? Yeah, you see that plane? Okay. You can assume that plane is mine because if it was NetJets, they wouldn't let me put my freaking tag on the back of it. And the guy gets on a plane, he's like, today I'm getting on my small one. Dude, if his name ain't on that plane, that ain't his plane, except for that day, right? So look, all I'm telling you is wake up. Where are you getting your advice from? Who's giving you the advice, okay? Do not ask for advice if the guy's halfway up the tree. You don't ask that guy, what's the view like, dude? Okay, what you really mean is, what's the view like at the top? Okay, get your advice from the very top. It costs no more. And it's going to be better advice because that guy's been all the way through the deal, okay? These people right here, the guy that makes $1 million, makes it to $100 million, and makes it to $1 billion. See, I never give anybody $1 billion advice because I hadn't made $1 billion. When I make $1 billion, I will be giving you $1 billion advice. And by the way, I'm going to be telling you, never listen to this dude. Okay? Because we know this. The amount of effort it takes to make $33,000 is no different than the amount of effort to make $1 million. Is no different than the amount of effort to make $100 million. Is no different. It takes a different level of courage, not a different level of energy. Okay, it takes a lot of courage to get all the way up the food chain. So I don't know if a shark is scared or not. I know this. He don't look scared. Or is that just what the movies did? Maybe he is scared. Maybe he's as scared as the rest of us. I know I'm scared all the time. Dude, do I have enough? Can I help out enough? Am I doing enough? That should be a fear. Am I doing enough? You should be scared that you're not doing enough. Okay, the next caller. Mo from VA. Come on, Mo. What's up, Mo? We lost Mo? Mo, Larry, and Joe. Kyle, what's up, Kyle? Justin, Monica, Linda, Darlo, thank you so much for calling in today. Mo, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Cardone? How are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good, man. I just got a quick question, man. I want to know what it takes to work for Grant Cardone, man.
Send a video to careers@grantcardone.com. Careers, plural, at grantcardone.com. 30 seconds.
Okay. The only reason why
Now,
asked
I had a guy yesterday tell me, what should I say in the video? Bro, you just told me you're the wrong guy.
You sell yourself. I got you, buddy.
Like, what positions are you hiring for? You know, dude, I'll hire anybody that can think big. Help me get to that Billy. Help me go kill a Billy.
I understand, man. I understand. I'm currently a sales manager, a desk manager at a Florida automotive dealership that's got 17 locations. I don't want to say obviously which one, but
yeah, I know. I already know who you're with. Man.
Yes, sir. And we use all your training, all your stuff, and obviously success breeds success. I mean, we watch it all day, every day, following you on Facebook, Instagram, everything. I watch your nightly videos at the house. I mean, you just pump everyone up, man. So,
dude, let me know what I can do to help you, man. My whole mission in life is really, it's not about money, by the way. It's to help people. If I help 100 million people, I'm gonna have $100 million. It's just without question. If you scale out and help enough people, you're gonna make money. If you study the people on this planet that made some big freaking dough, dude, they all helped a lot of people. So maybe what you need to do is, if the money's the problem, and it seems to be a problem for a lot of people, it's a problem for people that don't have it, and it's a problem for people that see other people that have more than they do. Like I don't know why you hate up. It's just dumb. Okay? Hate by itself is just dumb. Hating up is stupid and dumb and envious. When you hate up, okay, you're gonna hate on Mark Cuban. Oh, he's a billionaire, man. Shit, he owns the Mavericks, man. Oh, he owns his own plane. You're gonna hate up, dude. The hate's falling one way, back in your face. It's like trying to piss vertical. It's stupid, man. Don't hate up, dude. Hating in any direction is stupid, right? It's a waste of energy. Hating up is envy, okay? You envy up. A lot of you out there calling it hate. You calling it hate. It ain't hate. It's envy, man. Why you want to be envious, man? So I don't envy people that make less than me. I don't envy them. I don't want to be them, right? I don't envy the old Grant that was making $100,000 a year. I remember when I made $100,000 a year, and I thought it was a big deal. Okay, and that's why I'm talking. That's why every Friday I come to you to bring you to this show, because I've been through this, and I remember when I made $100,000 and my mom was proud of me. Oh, that's unbelievable what you did. What do you mean what I did? I made $8,000 in a month. Okay, the only thing that made it seem like a lot of money is nobody had ever done that in my family before, because it didn't seem like a lot of money to me. Until everybody said, well, you're doing good, man. You know why I was doing good? Because Jose didn't do it. Because Gene didn't do it. Because Bobby didn't do it. Because my mom had never done it. My dad had never done it, but I did it. Oh, that's a lot of money. The only reason it was a lot of money is because it was Sulphur, Louisiana. And I didn't have any expenses, okay? I'd go to the tanning booth. I think it was $8 to get a tan. I'd lay in the tanning booth, man. I'd get me my little tan on, man, okay? You know? So, I thought that was a lot of money because everybody was so proud of me. And then I realized I don't have any money to invest. Okay. If I lose my job, and I did, the 8,000 stopped. Then I had $100,000 saved. It took me 3 years to start my business, 3 years to get my business going. I went through all but $13,000 of my 100. Now I realize, dude, this ain't no money, man. It's no money, man. See, because you guys don't plan on bad things happening to good people. What you did was try to make sense of, oh, by the way, in those 3 years when I went from 100 to 13,000, couldn't give any money to the church. Couldn't help my friends out. I'm so me. I'm so worried about my money going down every freaking day. Who am I thinking about every day? You. Selfish, self-centered, completely self-focused, introverted on myself, always worried about me, looking at my clothes. I can't do it today. I need a new pair of shoes. You're worried about your own shit so much, dude, you can't help out anybody. You start getting into these upper realms, not here. Same problem right here, man. Same problem. Time will kill this money, okay? You start getting into these upper realms, now you're not worried about your shoes anymore, right? The millionaire next door is not your friend. He's a broke man or woman with some money in the bank that can't spend the money they have. because they don't have new money coming in. Income is vital. Income is vital. Multiplication of monies is vital. Regardless of your job, regardless of your position, regardless of your age, you need to get your money right. That's why I do this show. We good? That's why I do this show every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just keep it real with you. If you watch the show today and you want the Millionaire booklet, what's the link for this?
Millionairebooklet.com.
Millionairebooklet.com/free. Okay? It's not get rich quick, folks. I never talk about get rich quick. But I can tell you this. I can show you how to get rich for sure. And it's not here, and it's not here. You start adding zeros. You get you about 9 of them zeros in there. Get you 9 of them, dude. It's going to be hard to screw it up. Okay? I mean, you got to work to screw this up. You got to work to screw this up. To screw $1 million up, you don't have to work very hard. Right now, all you do is think about your money. You know why? Because you don't have enough money. This is what your mama didn't teach you. This is what your daddy didn't teach you. This is why the middle class is being punished. And this is what the schools don't teach you. Harvard, Yale, Princeton, wake up, man. Teach people what is enough money and what isn't. Thank you for watching today. Make sure you get this, millionairebooklet.com/free. You pay the shipping. I pay for the book. Welcome to